So till there we have done. If you've seen this, we have done the NFAs, and in NFAs we have done pretty basic questions. Most of you are familiar with. So we in conclusion that I conclude that this NFA is very easy to build, and in this something called dead state, a dead configuration, and there can be more than uh, there can be more than one state on the given out on the given input. So you know about this in NFA. This is the possibility here. That possibility which is not possible in DFA is that by receiving input by receiving an input of some string, it can go towards to two different places. Okay, so you have to follow every path to be sure that your string is going to be accepted or it will not be accepted. You have to follow all the path. Only by following all the paths you can say that your string is in the language or not, it is not in the language. Okay, so if you know about this NFA is easy to build, okay, than DFA, but DFA is much more structured. Okay, so if you see that the time complexity of NFA is much, if you have to follow every path, there will be more time. But it is also tackled with some data structure algorithms. So don't, this is not a part of this discussion. Okay, but the time complexity of DFA is very less because for every path there is one transition, and the compiler or the computer does not get confused to which path to follow. Okay, so these are the basic points that we have discussed earlier. Again, if I just construct this NFA. Okay, so always try to build a regular expression. If you are not able to do it, don't worry, we will the automatas that we are drawn, we will again write the regular expression of all the automatas one by one, so don't worry about it. Okay, so it just says construct a NFA that accepts a set of all string over AB, where each string starts and ends with AB and contains AB. So these are two different automatas. Okay, so I just combined it. So ends with AB, if you just write a regular expression to it, it will be more clearer to you. It just says it should be ending with AB. After it, any strings A or B can come any number of times. Okay, so you know the language is very basic, that it should end with AB. So AB is the smallest string. After it, any number of A's and any number of B's can come, but it should always end with AB. Okay, so if I just take a good look at the regular expression, so I can again draw the automata based on the regular expression. Do not need to take care of everything. Okay, so in the regular expression, if you clearly see this means a loop of AB. So I just do a loop of AB. After that, it has to be followed by a and a B. Okay, so again, this automata is accepting all the strings that are ending with AB. I do not need to worry about it. Okay, but if you clearly see it, this Q node is going on two different directions. The first direction is it is staying at Q node, and the second one is Q1. So whichever string leads to the acceptance of your string, you should follow always that path. Okay, so if you remember, I've told you that if NFA have 3 or 4 different paths, you have to follow every path. Every path says that this string is not accepted, only then you can say this is not accepted. Okay, if a single path says that this string is accepted, so it means that this string is accepted. You do not have to check all the paths. Okay, so if some of you will have a basic uh, confusion that why didn't I write B here? So I just make sure that it is ending with A, B, B. After that, any number of B's can come. Okay, so any number of B's are accommodated in this A, B star. So I do not need to worry about it. If you write any number of B's here, it's still not wrong. Okay, it's still not wrong. It is again a correct thing. Okay, again here Q2, I have not defined A. So if I have not defined A, I do not need to worry about it because this is NFA. So in NFA, I do not need to define all the strings, all the inputs over all the states. Okay, so that is the beauty of this NFA. Okay, again remember this one statement that I've said, that if I say that you have to construct a NFA, instead of it you just constructed a DFA here. Okay, so instead of the NFA you have constructed a DFA. That is also correct. Okay, because every DFA is a NFA again. So every DFA is inherently a NFA. If I just tell you to construct a NFA, you can directly build a DFA, and that is also a NFA. So that part is not wrong. Okay, so NFA exactly cannot be used in is very usable in approaches, but it uses very good. If you see that if we have done quite some questions of DFA, you have seen that in DFA everything is much more structured than NFA. Okay, so if you see some questions that are very difficult to build, if in competitive exams like GATE, they just given you a statement that construct a DFA for that statement. Okay, so if you still try to solve that questions by directly building a DFA, it will become very difficult. It will require like a half hour, or sometime it takes like 60 minutes to build a DFA for a simple statements. Okay, so that DFAs are very complex to understand. But if you follow this approach, instead of building DFA and defining every path, you just build a NFA. Okay, after building a NFA, you can just convert this NFA into a DFA. This is much more easier than to directly build a DFA. Okay, if you understand it. Okay, so I just take a simple example. I will not uh, take a very
Excuse me, sir.
complex example here. Okay, hello.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes, yes.
Sir, in the above example, if we run it for a string of A, B, A, how will we work it?
Okay, A B A A. Okay, this is a string. So this string should not be accepted here. Yes.
Yes, sir.
A A. Okay. Okay. So I just run it for you. Okay. So again, remember the thing called dead configuration. Okay. So I'm starting from Q node. After getting an input of A from Q node, I just stayed at Q node. Okay. So A, again the input of B, I just stayed at Q node. So it just stayed at Q node. B, again there are two A's. Okay. So for these two A's, again you can go towards this path, like you just stay at Q node A B A. Okay. So there is again you can stay at Q node. This is again leads to Q node here. So again here again you can go to another path like this, that is Q1. Okay, so at Q1 by getting an input of A, this is not defined here. Okay, so it means that it leads to a dead configuration. Okay, anything leads to a dead configuration, it means the state is not defined here. You can directly say that this string is not accepted. Okay, so this string is not accepted. If you face any dead state, you just directly say that this string is not accepted. So if I follow this path, this string is not accepted. If I follow this path, this string is not again accepted because it lands in Q naught. Okay, so A is not in the language, and that is correct because it should starts with okay, it should starts with ends with. Okay, so it should end with AB. So it is not ending with AB, so it is not in the language. So that is correct. Okay, any doubt?
No, sir. Thank you.
Again, you can
Sir,
parse, or I will send you the notes also. You can again parse any language. So this is correct. So always take a look at it. If I just delete this B again, this is again correct because all the strings that will be AB, anything that comes after it will always be parsed by this A plus B star. It can always be come into that. After that, it is ending with A. You just go towards the final state AB. Okay, if it is not ending with A, it is always, if it is not ending with A, it will always lead to a dead path. Okay, so if in the end you just write it like A, so for this A, the path is not defined, so you directly say that this is not there. Okay, so if I just take a very simple example, that will be very easy for you. Okay, so if I take a simple example of, I just take it like starting with A, ending with A. Okay. So if I just take example of contains A. So again, this contains a NFA is very easy to build if you just understand the regular expression here. It should come one time after or before it. I do not need to worry about the number of A and B's. It can come any number of times. Okay. So if I just try to build this in the form of automata, this again very difficult. This again becomes very easy. So one A should be there. After that, I do not need to worry about it. Any number of A and B's can come. Okay. So now this, if you clearly look at it, this is a NFA, this is not a DFA. This is clearly visible. If you see at Q naught, there are two different paths for A. First is Q naught, second is Q1. Okay. Now I am trying to convert this into a DFA. Okay. So I will now convert this into a DFA. Now, before continuing to this statement also, there is some confusions among students that some will say that NFA is more powerful than DFA. Okay. So again, this is a wrong statement. This is not the case. NFA and DFA are equivalent to each other. Why equivalent? Because you can convert every NFA to DFA and every DFA is exactly a NFA. So there the conversion between these two is possible. So you cannot say that one is more powerful than the other. So always remember that NFA and DFA are equivalent in expressive power. Okay, equivalent in expressive power or just a power. Okay, so all the strings that are accepted by NFA will be accepted by the equivalent DFA. All the strings that are accepted by DFA will always be accepted by the equivalent NFA. Okay, so now we face that we have to convert this DFA because why I want to convert it into a DFA because okay, so just wait for a minute. I just want to announce one more thing that if anyone is not added in this group by chance that I have added in the person that belongs to group 1, I have added in group 2. Please just tell me, I can make that switch. Okay. So again, in the wrong batch, if you are added in the wrong batch, just inform me. I will correct it. Okay. If you have any friends, just inform them also that they are not getting some notifications of the Teams meeting. They can just again mail me one request. I will tell them. Okay. I will correct it. Okay. So by continuing it, we just have to convert this uh, NFA into a DFA. I just take PPT here. So okay, so this today's topic is based on the conversion of DFA to NFA. Okay.
Sir,
Yes,
can
yes,
every NFA be converted to DFA?
yes. Every NFA can be converted to DFA. Okay, so the easiest approach is to build a NFA. Okay, so there because you have done this DFA questions, and most of you will forget about this transition symbol. It says sometimes we do not check that on every state A and symbol B is defined or not. Okay, so we just hurriedly in a hurry state we just build the automata. So we can give the answer. But if you do not check this property, most of the time our automata will be wrong because it will contain less number of states if I do not check this. Okay, but in NFA there is no such kind of thing as number of states. Okay, so number of states can be less, can be more, and I'm not sure about it. Okay, so NFA is not a very structured approach. DFA is always a more structured approach. So that is why I am interested in converting from NFA to DFA, but I do not want to deal with the complexity of building a DFA directly. Okay, so NFA is very easy to build, so use that feature. After constructing an NFA, convert it to DFA. That is way best approach than directly designing a DFA. Okay, so this is the algorithm for it. So do not worry about this algorithm. I just solve the question, explain the algorithm, that I will come back to this algorithm. Okay, so if you look at it, it will look very complex, but just wait for a minute. Okay, now I'm approaching this.
Sir, one more doubt.
Yes, yes.
Sir, in NFA, is there any systematic procedure to confirm that all the paths are traversed, means all the paths are executed?
No, there is no systematic procedure. You have to parse each and every path.
Okay, sir.
Okay. So if you are just checking a string for your own benefit, you can directly see it. Okay. So if I just say that B lies in this string, I do not need to do this B, because I know that it is always land on Q naught. So for my own benefit, I can see that A, A, this B, this path leads to Q1. So you can again think that. So try for this state to reach the final state. Always look at it as it should reach in the final state. If it is reaching, then good. If it is not, then change your NFA accordingly. Okay. So again, I
Yes.
will show you some examples to understand it. Don't worry about this. This is only a first starting example. Okay. So firstly, you have to write something called a state transition table. Okay. So state transition table. I will explain you, but this is very easy to build. Okay. So this is called your this diagram is called your state transition diagram. Okay. So for this diagram, I have to build a state transition table. Okay. So it is very easy to build. I think you can easily understand it what I have built. Okay. So this set will contain the set of states. Okay. So just A. This will be your input, and this will be your states. Okay. So if I just write Q node, what are the states? Q node and Q1 are two number of states. Okay. So now just you have to take the transition on Q node, getting an input of A, Q node, and getting an input of A, it is going towards two states. The first state is Q node, second state is Q1. Okay. So I just write it in the form of a set that on getting an input of A on Q node, it is going towards Q node and it is going towards Q1. So I just combine these states and write it like this in the form of a set. Okay. So after that, this Q node on B. Okay. So this just see Q node on B is going towards only Q node. Okay. So now on Q1, Q1 on A is going towards Q1. So this is again one set. Q1 on B is going towards Q1. Okay. So this is just a one example. I will again tell you each and every possible scenario here. Okay. So to build a DFA, I am just directly starting it from the state transition diagram. Okay. So this is your equivalent DFA that I try to build. Okay. So there is something called a Q dash, and in this Q dash, I will start for the initial state. I will put the initial state in this Q dash set. Okay, so in the initial state, only the initial state. On this is the initial state, and these are the path A and B. Okay, so after go back towards the transition table of NFA and see what are the states corresponding to these Q node. So the corresponding states are Q node, Q1, okay, and Q node. So these are two states. So see here, after adding Q node, we got two new states. So the first state is called your Q node Q1, and the second state is called your Q node. Okay, so Q node in a set duplication is not possible because Q node is already there, so I do not need to add it. Okay, so just delete the Q node. I think you understand the property of set, that you cannot this is not a set, you cannot repeat the number of elements. Okay, so I cannot add to Q node here. So the new state that came in this Q dash is only Q node and Q1. Okay, so again I will again write this. Now forget about this table, go for this. This is your new state called Q node Q1. Okay, write this like this. Now just see the transition of Q node Q1 in the back table. Okay, so this is Q node, this is Q1. On getting an input of A, Q node is going towards Q node Q1 set. On getting an input of A, Q1 is going towards a Q1. Okay, so now take a union of these two sets here. So Q node Q1 union Q1. So but it will be Q naught and Q1. So just place it again. It is on Q naught Q1. On getting an input of A, it is going towards Q naught Q1. Okay. Now Q naught Q1 on B go towards the back. Now again write Q naught Q1 on B. So these are two different states. I am just combining it like this. Okay. So Q naught on B is going towards Q naught, and Q naught Q1 on B is going towards Q1. Okay. So it means that I have to now take a union of these two sets, Q naught and Q1. Yes.
So why are we not considering Q naught as a set like the others in the state transition table? Like
Why are we
for
not considering Q naught?
as a set, sir. Like
Q naught
we are
is a set. देखो.
Sir, in state transition table, you haven't made curly braces around Q naught.
yeah.
Okay. Also, this is a mistake. Sorry for that.
Okay.
That is correct. This is a set again. Okay, so this is just a final state. I'm writing it as Q1. Okay, so this is a final state. I'm just pointing it out as a star here. So I do not forget that this Q1 is a final state. Okay, from this automatic. Now just take a union of these two, Q naught union Q1. Okay, so if you just union it, it will be Q naught Q1 again here. Okay, Q naught Q1 again here. Now by adding Q naught Q1, I got two new states, and these two new states are Q naught Q1 and Q naught Q1. So these two states are again similar, and it is already present in the set. So I cannot add these two states because of the property of the set. Okay. So in this set, there is no new states is remaining to which the other paths have been added. Okay. So in this set, no new state has come. Q naught is again defined in this, and Q naught Q1 is again defined in this. So this set is closed. Okay. So again, there will be some doubts that why haven't we considered Q1 here? Okay, so just hold your horses. Now draw automata of this. You see if this is a correct automata or not. Okay, so on Q node, getting an input of A, this is the final state is just in the previous one, the final state is Q1. So wherever there is a Q1, that Q1 will be a final state. So in this particular thing, Q naught Q1 is a state, and there is a Q1. So this is again the final state here. Okay. So this is the rule here. If in the previous one something is termed as final, you check that particular state, and if it is concatenated with anything, do not worry about it. Just place the star here. Okay. So here Q1 is final state. I have gone towards this. I find that final state here. Q1 is written. That is why I'm placing a star here. Okay. So now Q naught on A is going towards Q naught Q1. Now I will call this as one state. Okay. Q naught Q1 is one final state, and getting an input of A, it is going towards Q naught Q1. Getting an input of B, it is staying at Q naught. Getting an input of B, it is staying at Q naught. After that, Q naught Q1 on getting an input of A is staying at Q naught Q1, and Q naught Q1 on getting an input of B, it is staying at Q naught Q1. So again, this is just a name of the state, Q naught Q1. Okay, so you can give it anything. Like if you do not like this name, you can again give it like Q naught 1. Okay, so Q01, combining these states. So this is just a name. Okay, so there is nothing to read between the lines here. This is just a name. You can like give it like only Q1 also. This depends upon you. But if you clearly see this now, transition of Q naught on A and B is defined. So this is the property of DFA. This is correct. And transition of A and B on Q1 is also defined. Okay, so if you again get in the previous tude, in the first tude, you will find that this is the equivalent DFA that we have built in that. Okay, so the conversion is very easy. Again, there is something called a dead state. So how to tackle that dead state? If I just take another input, so that will be very easy to use. So if I just go with the automata of ends with A, so it will be more understandable.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes.
Sir, can you please repeat how did we make this DFA from the table that we made again? Like the final part, just the DFA.
Okay. So, okay. So just I delete this part. Only this part you are asking now?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So again, check there are two states, Q node and Q1. So I just write it because these are the number of states that are written. So name of the states are written here. Okay. So here one is your Q node, and Q node is always a starting state. So do not need to worry about it. Second is your final state, which is called Q node Q1. So I just write a final state symbol here, only this. Okay. So now on Q node, after getting an input of A, it is going towards Q node Q1. Okay, so after getting an input of A, it is going towards Q node Q1. Okay, now Q node on getting an input of B, it is going towards Q dot. So only a self loop will make that sure that it stays at Q dot. Okay, Q node and getting an input of B, it stays at Q node. Okay, so after that there is another state. Now we have to deal the transition of Q node to Q1, and Q node and Q1 on getting an input of A, it is going towards Q node Q1. So it means that it just stays there. So you have to do a self loop. After that Q node Q1 on getting an input of B, it's again staying at Q node Q1. So I just do a comma here and B here. So if you have doubt, you can also do this also. Another you can do another loop also. Okay, so there is no difference between these two. Okay, so I always prefer it to just, if I have drawn a self loop, I can use this comma also. Okay, that is how I draw this.
Sir.
Yes, yes.
Sir, could you take up one more example with more number of states if possible?
Yes, yes, I will take 3 or 4 examples. Don't worry about it. Okay.
Thank you.
So I just start with one more scenario question that just says ends with A. Okay. So in this state, if you draw an NFA, you know ends with A is this after before it any number of A and B's can come. It should always end with A. So if I just draw an NFA, it is very easy to draw that A and B will come. It is ending towards this state that is called here Q1. This is your in our final state at this. So this is your NFA. If you clearly see it at Q node, it is going towards in two path, and in Q1, the input of A and B is not defined. Okay, so how we tackle that thing also, I will tell you in this part. This will be another variant. So I just draw NFA, DFA of this equivalent thing. So again, go for the transition. You can again directly do this also, but for that you need like 10, 20 question more practice. Okay, so I just suggest if you go with this state transition table, it will be very easy for you and you will not make any mistakes. So mistake will be done if you're directly converting it from this transition.
Sir, wouldn't there be a self loop of A on Q1? Else, won't it go to dead state?
On Q1, there should be self loop, you're saying?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So again, this is also correct, but if I does not do this, this is also correct. Okay. So dead state means if any symbol, if you see that this A and B star can accommodate any kind of strings that are coming before A. After that, it is always end with A. I will go towards this.
Okay, sir.
So
Got it.
if you again this will be your homework, you can again draw a B here and again try to convert it. You will get the same answer. Okay, so this should be your homework. You try this yourself. Okay, so I will going with the simplest one. Okay, so just draw a transition diagram here. So this is Q node and this is Q1 on getting an input of A, on getting an input of B. Okay, so Q node and getting an input of 8 is going towards two places, that is Q node and Q1. Okay, so though this is written as 2, so just this is a bit congested here. So it is going towards Q node as well as Q1 in the set form. Okay, so always write it in the set form. And Q node on B is staying at Q node. Okay. On the same way, Q1, it is not going nowhere. So I just write a dead configuration, that is your phi symbol. Okay. Now I tell you how to deal with this dead symbol. Now go for the DFA table. So remember this, in the Q dash, the first step is always add a starting state. After that, you forget about this table. Okay. So So the first step is always add a starting state. Now the final state is Q1. So keep in mind. Okay. So this is your initial state. This is your final state. Okay. So on Q0, just copy and paste Q0, Q1, and Q0. So this is, I just copy and paste it from the previous table. So this is also a set here. Again, this is also a set. Okay. So now by adding two Q0, I get only two states, two new states, that is Q0 and Q1. Another is Q0. So it is already present in the set, so I cannot add it. Okay. So now add this state Q0, Q1. By adding Q0, Q1, again follow the same procedure, Q0, Q1, see that. Okay, so this will be on getting an input of A, Q0 is going towards Q0, Q1, and Q1 is going towards phi. Okay, so if you do a union of Q0, Q1 and phi, this is an empty set, so it will be nothing. So it will be Q0, Q1. Okay, so it will be the same thing because it is an empty set. So this is Q0, Q1. After that, Q0, Q1. Okay, again here the dead state will not be used. Okay, so don't worry about this. I just want to show another question where dead state will going to be used. Okay, so on Q0, Q1, again check for B what is happening here. Q0, Q1. If you check for B, it is only going towards Q0 and union of phi. So it is again going for phi. Okay, so there are two new states come, that is Q0, Q1 and Q0. This is already in the set, so you should be done here. Okay, so the final state is this. Okay, so if you draw automata for this, yes, any doubt?
Sir, actually, I did not understand until I understand till that part where Q0 comma Q1, but in the second row, you took Q0, Q1, you took out the comma, you took the two states as single state. I did not get that part, sir.
Okay. So again, if I just forget about this, so you get till that path. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So now if you clearly see about this, the new set has come, the set named as Q0, Q1. So, okay. So in the number of states, the states is not represented as sets. Okay. So here only the name of the set will be there. If a set is like Q0, Q1 and Q3, I represent that set here in the form of Q0, Q1. So there will be no comma. So I am considering this state as a single state. So that is why I have not written here a comma here. So you cannot write a comma.
Okay, sir. Yes, sir.
Check the same thing. You have to check the same thing like this because this is again one and the same thing. If we check on Q0 and Q1, so go back in the original table and see. So Q0 is going to, after getting an input of 8, is going to Q0, Q1, and it is going to 5. Okay, if you just do a union of this, you will get Q0, Q1. So I just write it here in the form of set here. This is Q0, Q1. After that, Q0, Q1 on B here, Q0, Q1 on B. Okay, so check Q0 on B here. What is Q0 on B? That is Q0. Q1 on B here is 5. In the union of this, you will get Q0 on. So I will add Q0 only in the form of set. Okay. So again, if you see that on adding Q0, Q1, we only got two states. Okay, so these two states are already present inside the set. So your set is closed. I do not need to worry about that. Okay. So again, their dead state is not used. I want to show you something where dead state is used. Okay. So because the set is completed, I do not need to worry about anything. Again, I will take one more example where the dead state is possible. So let me think about this. If you just draw automata, again draw the automata, Q0 on A is going towards Q0, Q1. So this is Q0 1. I just renaming this as Q0 1 here, not 0 1. Okay, so this is Q0 and Q1. On getting an input of B, it is staying at Q0. On getting an input of A, it is Q0. It is going towards Q0 and Q1. On getting an input of B, it is going back to Q0. Okay. So if you see and check, all the transitions of Q node A and B is defined, Q1 A and B is again defined. So this is again a DFA. Okay, so the property of DFA is followed. Okay, so again, there is yes. Now this will be the correct one if I just show you this that starts with A. Okay, so here there will be something called a dead state that will be included in this. So the starts with A, NFA will be starts with A. After it, any A and B can come. Yes, this will be the question for a dead state. Okay, so if you clearly see this, I build a transition table for this one. Okay, so if you see on Q node Q1, A here, B here. Okay, so on getting an input of A, it is going towards Q1. It is getting towards Q1 only. On getting an input of B, now that's the thing I want to define. That is, this is dead state. Again, on getting an input of Q1, it is staying at Q1 and it is staying at Q1. So A and B is simple. Okay. So now I do a DFA of this. Now see that in the Q dash, we have to add the simplest set, that is Q naught. So after adding Q naught, just copy and paste the value. So I will get two states. Now here is the two states are. So if I write this in the form of set, I have to write this as QD. Okay. So in DFA, this phi is converted into a state name called QD. Okay, so by adding Q node, now you will get two new states, that is Q1 and QD. So Q1 and QD is not present tenses. Okay, so now go for this. Q node is defined. Now go for this Q1. For Q1, check what is the input for Q1 here. So Q1 is again going towards Q1 on input FA and it is staying at Q1 and input FA. So again, there is no new state that will be added in this. Now check here the QD. So always remember for QD, the transition is always the same. Okay. So dead state, if you remember dead state, there is a transition of A and B on this. So that is why it's saying that on QD, always remember this step, that if you occur a QD state, the transition of this QD is always QD and QD. So that is the point that I want to tell you. Okay. So if you draw the automata of this, you will clearly see these things. Okay. Q node on getting an input of A. So this is your final state in this. So here the final state will be this. Okay. So in getting an input of A, it is going towards Q1. So Q1 is your final state. Yes. Okay. So Q1 is staying at Q1 on getting an input of A and B again. So Q node on getting an input of B is going towards QD. So QD is your dead state. You know about this. So it will be for 1 and 2. It will be. So by using this table, I just drawn this automata. Okay. So just I want to tell you that here from NFA, wherever the dead configuration or null set is defined, in DFA, you have to denote this as a name of the state as QD or any other name that you are comfortable, like D, ABC. Most of you will, I think you are using ABC, so you can also denote this by D. So it depends upon you. Okay. So now if you seen this, I just want to tell you that there are many difficult questions in DFA that you cannot directly build it. So okay, so if I just tell you the difficult question that you cannot build directly DFA from it, it will be a second symbol from RHS. Second symbol from RHS is A. Okay, so this is one and the same thing. The constructor DFA over the input AB, where second symbol from RHS is A. Okay, so for automata, so if I just write the language here, what do I mean by this? Second symbol from RHS. So this is your RHS and this is your LHS. Okay, so LHS is very easy, but RHS, if you see that this should be this from the right hand side, this should be A. So like this should be A. Okay, So in the same way, like any kind of symbol can come, but this should be A from the second symbol from RHS. Okay, so any number of things can come, any B's can come, but this should be from RHS. Okay, so if you directly try to build this automata becomes very, very difficult. Okay, so again, try to build this yourself directly. So it will be very difficult. But if I just want to build a DFA, this becomes very, very easy. Okay, so see, I just want this A to be a second symbol. Second symbol, it should be perfectly fit here. Okay, but I want to make this as permanent. Okay, so I just do a transition of this, that second symbol. So if I just do this first symbol can be A and B. I do not need to worry about it. Second symbol is always A. I just made sure. Okay, so I do not have to give the transition of this state. Okay, so if I just give a transition of this Q2 state, it will be very difficult to me to how to point these transition in another way. Okay, so if I just do this kind of a thing, I can easily design. Okay, I can also design that A and B can come at any number of time before it. Okay, but it will, the second symbol will always be A from this side. How do I made sure? Because I am not defining any A and B on Q2. Okay, so if I define Q2, then it will be a very complex thing for me to do, that where to divert the number of inputs, what to do, it will become very difficult. Okay, so if I directly build a NFA, this is a very easy task, but if you directly build a DFA, that is a very difficult task. Okay, so this is a homework for you to convert this into a DFA. I think you can easily do this. So the resulting DFA will be a 4-state automata. Okay, so if you see that it is a very complex or this 4-state automata, they will be a very complex automata. Okay. So if you see in this diagram and this algorithm also, if you see initially Q dash is 5, so it is just talking about the symbol 5 here. This is the algorithm of it, that I said that Q dash initially should be 5. After that you have to add in Q dash Q naught. Okay, so after the states that are directly relating to this Q node, you have to again complete the set. Okay, so this is the simplest explanation of this algorithm. Okay, so it says in Q dash find all the possible set of state for each input symbol. Okay, so you have to continue doing that after that. So there are some examples in it. This is the simplest example. You can again solve it yourself, and there are also other questions that are added in this for your practice, and the answers are also added at the end of it. Okay, so you should try this yourself. Again, if you have any doubt, you can ask me. I will again continue from this tomorrow. I will be again continuing from the left question. Okay, so I will tell you on the answer also, but please try it at home. Okay, so thank you for listening. You can go towards the next lecture. So be sure that your test next time your quiz will be evaluated in the lecture only.